this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. To throw on second down. Gill caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that number 1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, his team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that number 1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through, and I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 129 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him.
Touchdown! Jalen Waddle. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns. Bears take the opening kickoff in the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Santos with the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looks like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and they're still...
He's got him in, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Gill. This one swung out here to Jones. No gain on the play. And it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he's got it inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Again, he'll drop the throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Up the middle, Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Another shot to at least get on the board here. This is 3rd and goal. Flushed, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Not what you wanted there. It goes as a sack and a loss of a yard. And not only that, now it's 4th and goal. Sly able to put this one through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more.
Let's go get him now. Let's go now. Let's go. One more. Let's rock and roll. Let's focus in on what we got to do here.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And some room to run now. Shoves him aside near the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. Beck. He's going to let this go. Back in the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that's quite surprising.
Back now at Lambeau. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Nick Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. On 3rd down, Gill setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Taking it about the 16. It's a 57-yard punt, 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
We
enjoy.
share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number one for what we've seen this season.
Boy, 192 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Looking to throw. Beck. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Gill. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Bears are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Shoves him aside. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Chicago, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they'll get another road date next week when they take on Washington. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they've plummeted now to 3-11. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S.